Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I'm up early. Don't look at me. I look horrible. A couple things I wanted to say. I'm going to start this because this needs to get up. We've got like 70% chance of rain today. So I want to get as much of this up as I can. The trailer that was here, my neighbor put it over there so I could dump everything off that into the wood pile. The other thing I wanted to say is I think I'm blessed because after several phone calls to several different people, I come to find out it was a guy, his name is Greg or Gary, I can't remember. He got a hold of somebody, but long story short, there's a company that is going to do the ridge cap for me for free. They're going to come out next week and do it. And here comes midnight because he's got to be right here under my feet, and I'm going to have to make him go back to the carport because when I'm out here with the chainsaw, he cannot be here. He can't see. He can't really hear that good, so I have to be careful with him. But I have a gas chainsaw and an electric chainsaw, and the gas chainsaw quit. I can't get it started, so it's going to be the electric chainsaw. Hopefully, I can get a lot of this done this afternoon. I hope. Well, I'm already out of breath, but one thing I wanted to say, I don't know if you noticed, I had taken the first pile away, the first trailer load, and midnight was right there. And I couldn't get him to go away. I had to chase him back over here to the carport, which is there where you're at. And I didn't think about it. I went inside for a second, went back out, and he was on that pile. Now, he can't hear, he can't see real good. The vet said just let him do what he's going to do. But I have to be careful of snakes because snakes like to get into the Spanish moss that we have on the trees. So I didn't think about it, that maybe he was on that pile because there was a snake inside of that thing. So I get busy and I get to working and I don't pay attention to my surroundings. So that's one thing I need to be alert and pay attention to is the snakes, because there very well could have been a snake in that first load that I took and I didn't see it. Back to work. Hi. I had to stop. I came in, got a shower, I cleaned up. I'll show you what the outside looks like. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning and got outside. I guess it was around 8 o'clock, 8:30, and started cleaning the pile up. And decided after, well, I had a plumber that came in, and I had a noise in my toilet, and he said, well, it was a leak. It wasn't a leak on the floor. It was just actually where the flapper was leaking. Uh, so they fixed that, and they fixed the shut-off valve that was broke. Well, it wasn't broke. It's just when he pulled it up, because mind you pull them up to cut them off, and you push them down to cut them on. Yeah, it started leaking. So he went ahead and put a new one of the shut-off valves on. So both of those are done. And then I decided, okay, one more trip. I actually made two more trips to the wood pile, and I am done for the day. It's, 10 minutes to 3, and I just cannot go anymore. Uh, I'll show you what it looks like. The most all of it is up. There's just these huge logs that are going to have to be cut up with the chainsaw, and then my neighbor can use the tractor to get those up and out to the wood pile. But the wood pile is full, and I didn't get a chance to empty the trailer that we filled up the other day. So I hope maybe tomorrow I can do that, get that trailer unloaded so he can use it for other things. So now it's just going to be rest the rest of the day. I forgot to say the other day I had on a video that I thought that I had pneumonia. I was hurting on the left side, and my doctor had sent me in for an x-ray. Well, he called the other day and said, yes, I definitely had pneumonia in the right lung as well as in the left lung. Uh, Probably from the humidity. And then that happens with me sometimes if I'm in humidity a big amount of time. That's what happens. So he had put me on 2 really strong antibiotics and the prednisone because I'm not one to go to the hospital or to the emergency room. I definitely don't go into the hospital. And a lot of times, if I go into the emergency room and they say, "Oh, we need to keep you," well, that's an immediate no. I'm not staying. So I told my doctor, I said it was probably best that that I came to him instead of going to the emergency room because I was afraid they would say we need to keep you, and that was going to be a flat out no, and I didn't want to do that again. So I have been on the antibiotics. My lungs have cleared up. Now doing this work, I hope that it's not going to cause pneumonia again. Uh, we're supposed to have like 70% chance of rain today, so I thought, well, okay, this is a good time to stop and rest and then start back in the morning. There won't be a lot to do in the morning that I have to do because I don't have a chainsaw anymore to be able to cut those logs, and those logs are big enough that my neighbor's going to have to use the tractor to move them into the pile. But I will take you out and show you what I have gotten done. Okay, here we are outside. I hear it thundering. So it's probably a good time I quit. This here, I just chopped it up with the electric chainsaw I've got. And as you can see, there's just a few things left that is going to have to be pulled away with the tractor. And the reason why we can't just bring the tractor in here and pick this stuff up is because the septic is right here. So that's a problem. We can't have the tractor on the septic. So hopefully we can get the chain and chain these and then pull them off and then take them to the dump. This over here, I don't think I hit and moved this piece. It was connected and I moved this piece with the lawnmower, but I could probably get this up. I don't know. Cut it with a chainsaw. And then this over here is huge. It's massive. And I don't really know if the tractor's going to pick it up or not. But that's something that we can do maybe Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. I don't know that we can get to it tomorrow. But then I'm sure some of you have noticed this tree here. It goes way up. This tree died years ago, and we keep thinking this thing's going to fall at any minute, and it has not fallen. And the tree hit this tree, and this tree is still standing. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to just. We keep thinking it's just going to fall on its own. We hope it's going to fall on its own. If it doesn't, I guess we're going to have to take a chainsaw and cut it. That tree over there got damaged, but I don't think it's hurt real bad. That one right here. I don't think it's hurt real bad. I think it's okay. Now, this tree that fell was, let me walk around here and I'll show you all. It was really interesting because I did not think that this tree would come down because this tree was growing in. I don't know, it's so dark, I don't know if you all can see, but there's a spot right here where that tree had run into this tree. And I had told Dustin, I said, or my neighbor, I said, the tree isn't going to go anywhere because it's grown into this. But it pulled out, so this tree is still standing. It may decide to come down, but right now, I'm going to leave it alone. got enough to deal with. And it is now sprinkling. But at least a lot of this is up right now. And we've worked really hard for the last week trying to get this massive tree up. And I just don't need another one coming down. All right, well, like I said, I'm hearing thunder. Like I said, 70% chance. So I'm just wondering if we're going to have a thunderstorm. So I think I best get right back inside. But I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Thank you, and I will see you again soon.